caught that pass. And he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else. His ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And now the Raiders actually going to line up here to go for two. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
Giorgio Tavecchio is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
22, Christian.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
One quarter in the books, 8-3, our score.
Raiders 8, Buccaneers 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple of yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
It's Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Complete.
Deshaun Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And he'll get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful.
Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of...
Tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Forced out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. J.K. Dobbins. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
inside the 20. Good coverage as he's driving. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 30.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And a catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Kaepernick going to throw. Steps away. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game.
16. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Sterling Hawkrichter set to kick off.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ingram again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On the handoff, it's Snell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out to his left. He'll run it. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Las Vegas.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
19-yard line.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a second and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He's brought down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders have retaken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and the lead is up to 5.
Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. Off the option, that's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Raiders 23. Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him to first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. First down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Kaepernick to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Back to throw. Kaepernick. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Turn it to the yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Tampa Bay.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing...
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this across midfield. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
This is McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Buccaneers.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. McCaffrey on the toss right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Here we go. Slack.
Tonight's final score, Buccaneers 33, Raiders 23.